Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Yuki, the trainer from AiHouse. So we are going to continue the quick starts of AiHouse for the beginners. And in these sections, the topic is about the tile, wall, and ceilings customization. The tile will be mentioned first. So let's get into our AiHouse to find the tile customization entrance. You can see now we are in our AiHouse. This is the floor plan that we are going to use today. For the tile customization entrance, you can go to the left side. Here has this little cabinet icon. You can left click this one. Then you can find the tile customization button at here. Left click to getting it. Here you can see the left side is about the material. So after you getting in here, you need to find the place that you would like to design. Like now, I'm going to design this living room. Later, we will go to design this bathroom. So first, it's about the living room. When you move your cursors above the living room, this living room floor will turn into blue. After this, you can double left click to getting it. Now we are under the 2D design mode. So under here, the operation in here you can use is zoom in and zoom out. What's more, if you want to move it, you need to hold your mouse wheel. Here you can see your mouse icon becomes this little hand. Then you can move it. So remember to hold your mouse wheel to move this one. So going back to the left side, let's introduce the materials part with you. The first one is the material library. And the subcatalog for it is the plant library. Here is the paving method. You can see there are many paving methods here for you to select. And they are divided based on its using the tiles. Like it's only using single brick. Here is a double brick. And third, it's a multi-brick. If you want to use them, just directly drag and drop it in. Let's going back to left side. The next one is a wave light. Under here, you will set a surrounding bricks. So you can use this one, drag and drop it in. Here you can see you have set a surrounding part for it. If you don't want those inner bricks, you can select this one and right click. It has delete and clean function. The first one, delete, will only delete this one brick. However, if you will clean, it will clean the whole inner bricks. So here for the wave light, it will only save the surrounding the bricks for you. Using this one must be combined with the single brick, double brick, or multi-brick. Like now, I'm going to delete the wave light here. Select one brick and right click. Here you will see 3 delete options for you. The first one is delete one side. It will only delete one side of this brick. Then the next one is clean. If you're using this clean, it will clean all the wave light. Like if you set 2 wave light, then you use this clean wave light, it will clean all the wave light. However, if you use this delete wave light, it will only delete these layers of wave light. You see? So I'm going to clean this one. So the next one is the waste light. Here you can see there are many straight bricks placing inside. The last one is this skin combination. It combined the wave light and the single brick, double brick, or multi-brick. So now let's go to our next part. It's this tile library. After you confirming the paving method, you can come to here this tile library to select the tile that you wanted. You can see there are many tile styles and specifications for you to select. The third one is water jet library. In here, you can consider the bricks with patterns. To sand using method, drag and drop them in. You can even change the size. And at the right side, you can see its materials. You can change its material at here. And for this one, just select this one and hit the delete key on your keyboard. This is the squirrel size. And if you want to select other, here you can find some circular, trim, or Rubik's Cubit, special shape, and many others. The last one is a line library. Here you can consider it as the toolkit library, aka skirting. There are many types of the toolkits here for you to select. So going to our next catalog, it's My Library. In My Library, if you import or upload some materials, then you can find it in My Library here. And next one, it's a favorite. You can collect the tiles and paving methods that you use frequently in here. Then next time you're going to use it, you can directly come to the favorite part to use them. For collecting, you can come back to the material library, and like this one, just hit this little star to collect them. Now I had cancelled the collect because I had already collected. Just hit this again, and at the middle part, you can see it will ask you to collect it to which catalog. You can add them to not classified part or even the paving part. At the bottom here has add the new catalog. You can add a new catalog at here and collect them inside and hit OK to collect them. The last one is the import material. This is a material import entrance for you. After you import upload it, then find them in My Library. So now I'm going to show you the living room that we are going to design today. Here is the panorama for this living room. You can see the floors. Here has a waving light, and come to here has some waving light too. And this is this normal paving method, and inside the wave light, the bricks are rotated. So let's go in back. So now I'm going to select the paving methods. The first one is this continual paving, and I have paving inside. And when you select one brick, you can see at the right side it will show you some paving parameters. The first one for you that you can change your tile styles here. You can left click this icon to change it, or you can directly go to the left side. This is the tile library to select the one, drag and drop it in to use them. Going back to the right panel, when you're changing the tile styles, there are two options for you: changing the whole sand products at the same time, or this item replacement, only changing one brick. Going down, here has three functions for you: this cutting tile, slotting, and edging. Under this cutting tile, you can see this area, the bricks is surrounded by this blue frame, and the dimensions here are in green, which means the larger size for this bricks is 800 by 800, which means when you're changing the dimension of this brick, you cannot input the values over 800. If I input 900 and hit enter, at the middle part it will notice you're out of the range limit. Please re-enter. Therefore, I'm going to input 600 by 600. Now the dimension is changed. Going up, you can see this blue frame also change. Going down, the next one is a brick adjustment. Here is a position function. It means to change the paving start point. If you want to change the paving start point by this function, you need to make sure that the place that you are going to change is in its a square or rectangle areas. If it is not, it will not be that accurate. Like now, I select this one, it changed faster, and when I select the bottom one, you will see it will not change based on it is starting from here. So for this irregular shape, to changing the start paving point, you can change it by yourself in this area. Like now, I want it to start from here. Just select one brick near this wall, and you can see there are many little circles around it. So move your cursors to one of the circles. Cursor's icon will turn into a hand. Then left click and hold it and move it to the corner. And when these two blue lines show up, it means it's aligned to two walls. So now you can release it. Then you can start paving from here. Going back to the next one, it's a groove joint. This is the colors of the joint. You can select this one to change the colors. Like changes to this one. Now you can see the groove joints have turned into green. You can also come back to find an obvious one. So let's continue. Next is this one, the groove joint thickness. Now it's 2, then if I change this to 10, it will be more obvious. Change it back to 2. It will be thinner, so now I will keep it at 5 like this. Next one is angle. You can use these angle functions to rotate the bricks. You can change the angle by this. When you hit this 45 degrees button, each time you hit it, it will plus the 45 degrees. You can see it at the right box. Or you can input the degrees by yourself, like 17 degrees. So now I'm just going to change it back to 0. The last one for this cut tile, it's the tile thickness. For the tile thickness, you can change it if you need it. Like in the bathroom area, the tile thickness may be more than 8. The next function is a slotting. And here you can see this slotting function. And I will show you later in the bathroom. And last is the adding. Here is the adding between the brick. You can select the adding value. Let's zoom in to show it more obvious. Like this adding values, I input 10. Here you can see there is an add between them. Change it back to 0. So now I have put this single brick inside. So let's check our living room. Here there is a wavelight area, and also here. So let's go back to do this. First we need to draw an area for them. Use the drawing method. Let's go into the upper part. There are rectangles, drawing methods for you. And this straight line and circular, polylines drawing method. So first we can use this rectangle. Left click and your cursors will turn into a pencil. Just find the brick that you would like to draw. Like this one, find the start point and end point, and left click again to set it. Right click to end this command. And going back, we need another area is this part. Now we can use the straight line drawing method. Find the start point and convert it to the end point. Right click to disconnect. Now they are not connecting that well, so the area will not generate. We need to select it again. Find the start point and end point, right click to end. And right click again to end the command. Now this area may not be that obvious, like this one here will be in white. Let's drag and drop some bricks inside to see whether they are be divided. Like this skin combination, drag and drop this one inside. Now you can see it is divided into 2 parts. So now I'm going to use this plant for here. And at here I'm going to use the waveline. There are 2 layers inside. And we need to set some bricks inside. Let's go back to the single brick. Drag and drop it in. Let's change the size of the brick. Select one of them and go to the right panel. Go back to the cut tile and change the size here. 600. by 600. And for this rectangle area, now you can use this start point position. Let's start from here or at the right corner. Here is the angle. You can rotate it. So now I will keep it in this size. And for this wave line, you can change its dimension also. Select one of the brick in the wave line, go to the right side. Here is its dimension. Its width is 800 and its height is 130. So if you want to change the size, remember you need to change its height. Like now I change this to 20 to show it more obvious. You see? So let's change it back. Change it to like 100. After confirming the paving method, let's go to the tile libraries to select some tile that we like. Coming to the tile library now, just drag and drop them in to use it. Now you can see this prompt. The tile size unmatched. The new tile size does not match with the original tile size. You can see the tile job is 800 by 800. However, we have just changed the tiles to 600 by 600. So if you select this one by target, then the tile size will still keep in 600 by 600. If you want this new one, just select by new brick size. Now I'm going to remake the original one, so I'm just use by target. Now you can see it's placing well now, and for this inner part, I'm going to use this one. Still save the size of the brick. And for the wave line, if you want to change them, you need to go back to the tile library and open the first stock catalog. Scroll down. Here has this lining accessory. You can select this one. There are many lining styles for you to select right here. I'm going to select the first one, drag and drop it at the wave line area, and place it by target. Now it is placing well. And for this part, you can see there are some corner bricks sitting at here. During the on-site installation, the side brick may not be installed. So you can select one brick and right-click. It has non-corner brick selection. Just left-click to use it. You can see this corner brick is deleted. Now I would like to change the toolkit line. For changing the toolkit, we need to complete our design for this first. So let's go to the upper right corner. It has this complete button. Left click this complete button to set it. Let's get into the walkthrough wheel. Hit the V key. Now we are under the walkthrough wheel. And for this toolkit library, if you want to use them, just drag and drop one to one wall and place it. Then the whole space toolkit will be installed. Please note that it will only install it in one space. And if you want to make some change on the toolkit, you can left click to select it. Go to the right side. Here is dimension. The same, if you want to change it, you can change its height. Like change it to 200 and hit enter key to make them more obvious. And here is its thickness. You can change its thickness as here. Like changes to 20. Hit the enter key. And you will see the height will also change, which means the height and the thickness it's locked together. If you don't want them to change together, you can hit this little lock. Then now it is unlocked. So when you change it to 10 like this, then the height will not change. Change it back to 200. Next one is material. You can change its materials at here. You can see there are many bricks for you to select. Or you can go back to left side and select this tile library, drag and drop it on the toolkit. Release to place it. Select toolkit again. Here is style. The style is also about the line library here. Please note that if you change the style again, its dimension will change also. So make sure to convert the styles before you changing its dimension. Next one, it's rotate the material. You can rotate the material on the toolkit. Getting closer, now you can see its material's texture, and now let's rotate it. You can see the texture is rotated. So this is the introduction for the living room. Let's go to the bathroom to start our tiling designs for the bathroom. It is at here. Let's get into it. First, we will start from the floor. Double left click to get into it. Now we need to divide the area to set a place for the shower room. So now I'm going to the upper to using those drawing method. I'm going to use this straight line and place a straight line first. Then if you want to change it, just select this straight line. Here it is distant to the wall, and you can change it at here. Then the area has been set well now. Let's going back to our bathroom panorama and see some details. And this is our bathroom. You can see the paving method inside. It's using the wave line and setting some single brick inside. Then it will change the thickness of the single brick and slot it. So going to its wall, it also paving some bricks on it. Now we have a basic knowledge about the bathroom that we are going to design. So let's going back. First, let's find this wave line and drag and drop this one inside. You can change the thickness of the wave line. Then go to the single brick, drag and drop this one in. Change the size of these bricks. Change it to 600 by 600. And change the start paving position. This one. Then let's change the thickness up to 15 and hit enter key. If you want to see its effect, you can go to the upper right corner. Here is the 3D view. You can use WSAD and QE to change the view. Going up and down. Things like the thickness is not that obvious. So I'm going to change this to 20. Let's keep this one and go to the next function, slotting. Let's make a slot only. It's horizontal slotted into two parts. It will be like this. So now I'm going to slot it to 5. Okay, it's good for me, and it's vertical also to be 5. And hit the complete key. And you can see it is slotting round. Just double click to get in here. Then the slot width you can change it to 8 like this. And the edging you can also input the edging at here. Now we have finished the slotting for this shower place. So for the outer, we can also paving like this and changing the size. Find the start point. Then find the tiles. For the inner part, you also need to set the tile. However, you will see that the slotting will disappear. So remember, you need to convert the tile first, then you can to do the slotting. It's complete to see it. So the tiling customization for the floor is complete. Now I'm going to start the design for tiles on the wall. And double click this wall and select the paving method, drag and drop in, and change its dimension. Also the start paving point. And select the tile. complete. Now if you want this tile to pave into other place, you can right click the tiles and use the circular paving. Then if you circular paving for the whole place. Going back to our bathroom tent to see the details. Here you can see this wall has 2 paving masons. Only the areas for this wash bathing is different, so we are going to change this one. Going back. Alright, it's rotated. Let's rotate it and hit complete. Right click to circular paving it. Okay, now let's select this one, double left click to getting it, and draw a space for this bathing wash. Going to here, right click to end this one. You can also change its size at here. Changes to 1200. It's fine. So let's select the paving mason. It's the normal one and changes to 600 by 600. Then select the start point. Going to select the tile. I'm going to use this one by target. And hit the complete. And for here, you can drag and drop it inside to pave it here. So the tiling designs for the bathroom has been finished. Out. And if you want this room also have this paving mason, and you can move your cursors to this doorway and right click, and using this threshold don't stop. Then you can see the bricks will also paving this room. So this is all for this videos, and next time we will show you the designs for the wall. Goodbye.